planning for the project began in 1998, along with the planning for the DuPage River Trail along the DuPage River with the municipalities and park districts all along its path. And then the Rock Run Trail with the city of Joliet was being planned at that same time. The trail itself, or the connection itself, connects Joliet and Shorewood. That's important. But it also connects the other communities that those trail systems connect to. Overall, for Will County, I think it starts to build out that network, or continues to build out that network. We have a number of regional trails: the Old Plank Road Trail, the Ponte Glacial Trail, the Joliet Junction, the Centennial, the DuPage River Trail System, the Rock Run Greenway Trail System. Connections like this put all those systems together, or tie all those systems together, and really make a complete and unique opportunity or system for folks here in Will County. Funding came from a variety of places. The Forest Preserve District provided a local match to some federal funding, and the federal funding came through two different state programs, one administered by the Illinois Department of Transportation, the other administered by another state agency. And so between all of those different sources, we had the funds to do the project. What's interesting about that is one of the bridges is funded by one program, the other bridge is funded by the other. And the Forest Preserve, again, providing the local match, which is 20% of the construction cost for both.
Putting a bridge over an interstate is significantly different than putting one over a creek or a river. You have a 15-minute window of time to set it down, and after that, fines start occurring. The bridges were set, the first one on the southbound lane was set at exactly midnight, and the second one on the northbound lane was set about 1:30 in the morning. These bridges are bowstring bridges, and the bottom beam is the main structural element of it, and the arch that goes over the top is the remainder of that. There's multiple different designs of pedestrian bridges. This is one of the more aesthetic ones. The metal that's used is called Corten steel. It's actually a proprietary name, but it's a weathering steel, so the outside of the bridge itself actually rusts to a certain point, and it only goes so far in, and after that it becomes like a protective barrier for the bridge so that it doesn't keep on rusting through. Life cycle maintenance on those is significantly less. You don't have to paint them or do anything. Just put them out in the weather and let them be. There was a myriad of delays with this project. The project was originally put out to bid in 2016. Due to the shallow bedrock in the area, we ran into a whole bunch of utility relocates that took a lot longer than expected. One of the main fiber branches for the internet connectivity in the area was directly in conflict with our proposed trail and bridges. So moving that fiber line, as well as some telecom companies and Comcast, posed some problems to us, but perseverance will get you through.
Ultimately, we'd like to see most all of our trails in Will County connected, either by the Forest Preserve District and regional systems, or through our local and municipal systems as well. What we've tried to do is create a spine or a network of regional trails across the county, and then build smaller connecting trails. We also want to focus very heavily on partnerships locally. There are cases where we might be able to construct a trail for several miles from one direction and several miles from the other direction, and maybe there's a 2-mile gap in between, and we'll work with local partners then to fill that gap in. They may ultimately control and own and manage that property or that trail, but we want to be a part of making that network happen. So the project has taken 22 years to complete. From the initial time where we drew that line, we put that plan together, to today when the project is completed and up and available for people to use. Normally a project shouldn't take that long, but sometimes it does. Planning at the Forest Preserve District is important because we've always got to be looking 5 and 10 and 15 years into the future. We've got to be looking at what our communities are, how they're developing. what types of new land uses are changing, where are people moving, what kinds of changes are there in recreational activities, how are people now getting outside and how are they utilizing the spaces, and how do we need to react or adapt to serve those needs. I've worked on this project for a long time. I was the person that drew that first line on a piece of paper back in 1998. I included it in a 1999 capital plan that was funded by a referendum. It's 22 years for me, 23, going on 23 years, to see this project come to fruition, and it's absolutely amazing.